Osiris, this is LaserBolt coming at you with another Trials tip video trying to help you guys achieve flawless. In today's video, we are going to be talking about bad positioning. Yes, bad positioning, and how this affects not only how effective you are as a player, but how effective you are as a team. First and foremost, want to say everybody, since we're really close to Christmas, Merry Christmas to all of you guys. Also, don't forget about the giveaway we're having for a Xbox One S and a PlayStation 4. Click on the link down below to get more details on how to enter to participate that. But let's go ahead and start talking about this topic. So what exactly is bad positioning? Now, when we cover positioning, I'm going to have separate videos because this is just pretty much just bad positioning, but there's other like good positioning, knowing your angles and all that stuff. That's going to be a lot further down along the line. Right now I want to focus primarily on bad positioning because I see this a lot in Crucible, not only in PvP but primarily in Trials, and this tends to actually affect the overall gameplay, not only for you but also your teammates. For me, bad positioning is putting yourself in a situation where it's either impossible or very difficult to get a rest after you died. So pretty much anytime you guys die or go down, it's where you go down that affects the overall game of the game. Not only does it affect it in the sense of how close the flag is to your res, but how close you are to your teammates. When you put yourself in a bad position, you are not only hindering yourself as a player, but you're hindering yourself as as a teammate, because putting your orb in a position where it's difficult to go ahead and get your res, when you put your teammate, first of all, you put your teammate at a disadvantage because it becomes automatically a 3v2. But when it becomes either a 3v1 or a 2v1, getting your orb or your res is going to be a lot more difficult. Either your teammate is going to have to actually travel really far to pick up their res, or it's going to be very difficult for your teammate to actually get to your res on time before the other teams revive their teammates. So bad positioning to me is putting yourself in a bad place or in a bad situation where your orb is very difficult to get. So how do you what tendencies tend to happen when you guys go ahead and put yourself in a bad position? First and foremost, one is overcommitting. What is overcommitting? Overcommitting happens when you either get a person down to a one shot, or when you get them down to two shots and you start pushing, trying to get that kill, you overcommitted on that play. So basically, if someone walks on your angle and you start shooting him and you get him down to one shot, and he starts running away and that causes you to chase him, you overcommitted on that play. Another overcommitted play that tends to happen is when you guys are sniping and you're sniping down the lane and you shoot once and you miss, you shoot again from the same spot and you're overcommitted to that particular spot, and that causes you to die as well. So that's one of the things you guys are going to want to work on, is don't overcommit when you have someone one shot, or when you're trying to get a certain lane or a certain spot. Don't overcommit to that spot. Number two is don't split away from your team. So overall, in general, this tends to be one of the key factors that tends to happen, and this is where overcommitting and rule number 3 will come in play. Splitting away from your team. So let's say you guys are running as a pack. You guys are like, you have a plan. You're like, okay, we're going to hold down the flag, we're going to hold down the capture point, or we're going to hold inside. And one of you tends to say, you know what, I don't think I'm going to hold inside. I think I'm going to go take just a tiny little bit peek. Let me just go peek outside a little bit just to see what's going on. Let me see what's going on in the action. And when you peek, you go ahead and die. Or when you go outside the building, or you go outside the pattern of the plan that you have, then that causes you to split away from your team. You do not want to be so far away from your team where you're not even able to see them on the radar, or where they don't even start pinging. That is when you know you're splitted too far. The third one I want to talk to you guys is flanking plays. So a lot of people tend to play with a different style. Now this is very effective when you have an overall good team, or your team chemistry is on point. Then your flanker guy is going to be mostly winning the 1v1s. But when your team is not on point, or when you're doing carries, or when you're trying to help people out, or when you're trying to get used to the whole trial system, flanking is very crucial in the sense of overcommitting, splitting away, and giving you bad position. Because when you try to go for that flank play and you bump into the team, or you bump into two people, and you're not able to run back and get back to your teammates, then that flank becomes useless. Because remember, like I've said on my previous video, Trials is not about who gets the first kill, it's about who stays alive the longest. Please keep that in mind, guys. If you guys want to be successful when it comes to trials, always keep that in mind. My main objective in playing trials is to stay alive, not to get killed, but to stay alive. That is how you win trials. So guys, that pretty much covers bad positioning, and it's the 3 key factors that I want you to take into consideration. Don't overcommit, don't split from your team, and don't go for flank plays that are not available for you at that current moment. I hope you guys are finding these videos helpful and informative. If you are, make sure you guys drop a comment and a like. Also want to give you guys a friendly reminder, don't forget to try to enter that that giveaway, because we are giving away that nice Xbox One S or PlayStation 4. So I do guys want you to get a chance to actually pick that one up. And don't forget, guys, if you want to stay up to date to all things Destiny, better your gameplay in Trials of Osiris, don't forget to keep it locked on this channel, and I will catch you guys on the next video.